Hey guys, also welcome to another video of mine, Command AA, and this is another video of mine. Thank you for watching another video of mine. And today I want to discuss a lot of things, but there's a lot of breaking news, a lot of publications I've been reading, reports, etc., regarding Jose Mourinho and John Terry and the potential sacking of Maurizio Sarri. And there's a lot to talk about. I'll be obviously going over the reports, what everyone, all the reports, all the famous journalists, all the reliable journalists connected with everything, what they've been reporting. Then obviously I'll be giving my thoughts and opinions on that afterwards. But before I do get straight into the video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel if you're new on here, and comment down below your thoughts and opinions. But it's going to be a wild video because it's a massive shock. It's a massive shock. You've probably already seen the title and the thumbnail, but it's a massive shock. And now, obviously, regarding Maurizio Sarri, I made a video a couple of days ago regarding my thoughts and opinions. Now, I got very heated. I ranted in that video because, and rightly so, I still stand by that because it's a ridiculous decision. But, the club, as far as I'm aware, from what I've been told, the club do not want to sack Sarri. He's met his objectives. He's come third place. He's got the Europa League in the bag. We've qualified for the Champions League. He's got his objectives completed, and the club want to keep him on. Obviously, we signed him for the long term. We hired him for the long term, for that long-term philosophy, so it can outlast everything. That we're gonna Chelsea moving into a new direction, a new era. That was the ideology. That was why we brought him in the first place. However, with all the unrest, the fans' unrest, etc., it looks like the Maurizio Sarri could potentially walk and go to sign for Juventus. And to be honest, who can blame him? I can't even blame him. If he wants to go to Juventus, let him go to Juventus. And it's so sad that we came to this because at the end of the day, he was here for long term, and it's just like, wow. And the thing is as well, like I said, his relationship with the players is fantastic. He achieved his objectives. I already mentioned in my last video, he came out in press conference saying, this team is playing like how I want to play. This team is starting to feel like mine. I have 22 wonderful players. He came out with positive comments, and now it looks like he will be walking. But like I said, how can you blame him? The fans singing, swearing, cursing, etc., booing him, telling him to F off, etc., and they're not believing his philosophy. And all he wanted during this meeting was assurances from the board, and backing from the board, that the board were going to support his methods, that they were going to support him all the way. And that simply hasn't happened. And to be honest, I feel so sorry for him. He doesn't deserve all he's received. He doesn't deserve all the abuse he's been given. And it is so unfortunate. I've always been sorry and I've backed him all the way, but it's got to a point now where there's nothing we can do. And like I said, he's at the moment, according to Gianluca Di Marzio, who's a very reliable journalist, and Simon Johnson, Simon Phillips as well. They have reported that Sarri has flown to Italy yesterday. He's currently holding meetings with his representatives, so Ramadani, as we know, Sarri's agent, and also the reps of Juventus as well. They're having a meeting, and it does look like he will be signing for Juventus. Now, the reported time which he will sign is within the 48 hours. He will become the new Juventus manager, and he will be leaving Chelsea. And I can't believe it. I already mentioned my video 2 days ago, and the thing with me, I've always said, is obviously it looks all set and done that he's gone to Juventus, but I'm not going to believe it until I see him holding that Juventus shirt. Now, I've always been like that. Now, deep down, he may have already been gone, but always, we don't know until it's official. So we're going to have to wait and hope that he doesn't sign, because for me, if we sack Sarri, we're taking 1 step forward from signing him and then 5 steps back. There's no point of even hiring. What was the point in last summer of hiring? I remember I was getting so gassed. The fans' reaction of signing Maurizio Sarri as manager, attacking philosophy. Finally, we're seeing long-term, project at Chelsea where we're going to play expansive, offensive football. And we've seen a lot of glimpses this season of what is to come if we back him, if we support him. And it looks like they were going to get rid of him, and the successor to him makes me even more baffled. Now, Jose Mourinho looks like he could be coming back to the bridge for a 3rd time to Chelsea, and I was thinking, wow. Now, if you don't know me, Jose Mourinho is by far the greatest manager Chelsea ever had, and he's by far my favourite manager. I view him as idol. All he did as a football club, he revolutionised Chelsea. He made Chelsea as to who they are now. 8 trophies, our most successful manager, 3 Premier Leagues, 2 FA Cups, 1 League Cup, 1 Community Shield. He's done wonders. We love Jose Mourinho. Every Chelsea fan, most Chelsea fans love Jose Mourinho for everything he's done as a football club. But I just think the ship has sailed. He's declined as a man, like his methods, his style. You saw him at United. If you want him to sign for Chelsea, think about his stint at United. It's as simple as that. But, he's taken a bit of a break. He did come out and say that, his next club will be a club with structure, with a club that, you know, backs him, that supports him, that has a long-term project in place, that, you know, doesn't really allow player power. And he's basically said that he's readapted his tactics, readapted his methods, and I do believe him. He has had a lot of time to think. He's gone on holiday. He's, you know, kind of cleared his mind and readapted and kind of reset button, kind of adapting to a new style of play, because at the end of the day, his methods were dinosaur. I mean, his tactics, what worked 15 years ago, unfortunately doesn't work anymore, and he has to readapt. He's, you know, he's a serial winner. He's won everything anywhere he's gone to. He's a world-class manager. He was even better when he was in his prime. But if he readapts his tactics and methods, there's no reason why he can't succeed. Now, like, obviously you're probably thinking structure, why would he come to Chelsea? You just told me that, you know, he wants to go to a club with structure. However, that's where it comes in. Now, next season there's going to be a lot of revamping on the board level. There's going to be a lot of revamping the technical staff. Now, Jose Mourinho said in an interview that he's had a new technical staff. He's completely changed his assistant manager, his backroom staff and everything. So that's really, really promising when it comes to Jose Mourinho. And also there's going to be a whole revamp with the board level as well. Now, with the boards, obviously we do know that Petr Cech will become our new director of football. Claude Makelele will also take a position in the board. Didier Drogba is rumoured to become ambassador of Chelsea, and John Terry is set to become assistant manager to Jose Mourinho. So a lot of, you know, things happening in place, a lot of legends come back to the club. But I do want to stress this has just been contacts. Nothing has been concrete as of yet. But it's what's been rumoured, what we've been linked, and I have been told that Chelsea have actually officially contacted Jose Mourinho for potentially, if Sarri does leave and he goes to sign for Juventus, and if we don't get other targets, Jose Mourinho will be coming. However, Jose Mourinho is assessing whether it's the right option to come back. Obviously, we have a transfer ban incoming, so it might not be logical to sign for Chelsea right now. But we are assessing our options. He's assessing his options. We have officially contacted him, but he's not our first choice. I do want to stress that our first choice is Frank Lampard. Frank Lampard is first choice. We've known that for time. I've made countless videos. You know, you've seen the reports, you've seen the publications and everything else. Frank Lampard is the first choice. Second choice, might surprise you, is Nuno Santos from Wolverhampton. Now, I was really strange, but I was really shocked by this. Now, Frank Lampard, like I said, I've given you guys my thoughts and opinions. You know, I just think his inexperience may become an issue when managing Chelsea, such a big club with Chelsea. I do believe he will be a top manager, but I just think that the playoff final is evident to me that he's not ready to become Chelsea manager. But with Nuno Santos, it really surprised me. You know, like I said, we've taken one step back with signing Sarri's manager and 5 steps back by letting him go and not trying to persuade him, not giving him those assurances to his methods. And it's such a disappointment. This is why I've had enough of this board, and it's so frustrating. It is so frustrating, like, believe you me. And Nuno Santos, now if you don't know how Nuno Santos plays, he plays with a 3-at-the-back system. He's a very, very defensive type of manager who plays on the counter, 3-at-the-back system. You've seen it against Chelsea twice this season. Yes, he grinds out results against the top 6. He's a top 6 giant killer. He's done fantastic stuff at Wolves, finishing 7th place for a newly promoted team. I'm not denying that Nuno Santos did a bad job. Like, he's done a fantastic job. So he's definitely overachieved with Wolves. However, can he hack it at Chelsea? Can he do it at a bigger club? But also, can he fulfil the potential and the great expectations that Chelsea do hold? Will he fold under the pressure? And also, his defensive style of play. We've done all this training this year, training sessions, playing the ball out from the back, using the keeper's distribution. We've got a sweeper keeper who's really good with his feet. We've got players like Jorginho. You know, we've got so many players that are suited for an attacking style of play with a year under Sarri, and you want to throw that all out the window and then go back to a defensive style of football, because then it raises the question, what is the point in signing Mourinho as manager in the first place? This is why I've always said there's a lack of structure and there's a lack of direction with the football club, because what I mean by direction is, if you know you're going to go back to defensive football, why would you sign Mourinho Sarri in the first place? It makes no utter sense. It makes no sense whatsoever, and it's just like, it's just crazy. It's just absolutely crazy that we're even thinking about this. But yeah, as I've just told you, I've been told that Frank Lampard is obviously first choice. You've seen from the reports anyway. Nuno Santos is second choice as well. And Jose Mourinho has been contacted. He's on a shortlist basically. He has been contacted. We're assessing our options, Jose Mourinho, and he's also assessing his options because he knows we have a transfer ban. He won't be able to get players that he wants in. But he's changed a lot. He's readapted his tactics, his methods. He's got a whole new backroom staff, technical staff as well. And yeah, you know, I do believe that he has changed. He's readapted. But yeah, personally, I want Sarri to stay. I'm praying to the gods. I'm praying to the gods that he does end up staying. We need Uncle Sarri to stay. It's crucial in my opinion. You know, we need to continue this long-term project. And I just hope that the board persuade him to stay. I hope that all these rumours and links that the Marks is reporting have been fake, but we're gonna have to wait and see what happens on that one. But that's just my thoughts and opinions. Leave me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel if you're not on here, and hit the notification bell so you're notified for every time I do upload. And I'll see you guys for the next video. Peace.